Hello. Today's day 20 of our Advent journey as we prepare our hearts to worship Jesus this Christmas. We had a great day worshiping together at First Baptist this morning. Our Christmas program was like nothing we'd ever attempted before, but it was great to see how everyone adjusted with all these COVID restrictions to deal with. I hope you were similarly blessed wherever you worship. Now let's get to our Advent calendar. We're looking for number 20. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So just above the sheep on this shepherd guy with the purple robe. And today's scripture is all right. So with the wise men, and on entering the house, they saw the child with Mary, his mother. They prostrated themselves and did him homage. Matthew 2, verse 11. Well, what better day to talk about the wise men bowing down to worship Jesus than on Sunday, the day we typically set aside to worship Jesus? Or do we? Now, there's a provocative question. And by the way, I'm not just talking about attending a church service, although there are fewer and fewer people who are even making that a regular habit, that it is possible to attend church every week and still not worship. Some go to church for a whole host of reasons that have nothing to do with worshiping Jesus. It may be because they enjoy the music or the preaching. It could have something to do with the variety of ministries a church offers and how those meet their needs. It may even be from a spirit of duty or obligation. Our scripture today says that the wise men prostrated themselves. And the little image behind the tab even showed them bowing down with their faces to the ground. That's not a posture that too many of us are familiar with in 21st century America. And I have a feeling that if someone asked you to do it, chances are you would feel pretty uncomfortable. Many would outright refuse. But that's what the word prostrate means. Truth be told, that's really what the word worship means. It's both an attitude and a gesture of submission to one who you recognize as an authority who deserves your humble respect. So does that mean that in order to truly worship God, we have to get down flat on our faces? No, but it definitely wouldn't hurt. Ultimately, it's the attitude of your heart that really matters. When we're in church, are we there as an expression of submission to the Lord's authority? Do we go to church in order to be instructed with the intention of making changes in our lives, to be more in line with the example Jesus set for us? Because if the answer to either of those questions is no, then we probably haven't worshiped. What if you're not sure? Here's a few things to think about to help you figure it out. It starts with the desire to go to church. Were you anxious to be there, or did you have to force yourself to go when you really didn't want to? And if you were prevented from being there for some reason, as many people are these days, did you miss it? As you participated, if you saw or heard something that struck you the wrong way, were you more likely to complain about it, or to ask the Lord, what was in my heart that made me respond that way? We could ask all these same questions about the celebration of Christmas. Does my celebration reflect an attitude of worship, or is it all about me? The wise men got down on their faces before a baby in a manger. That was a visible sign of what was in their hearts, their humility. They recognized who Jesus was, and with humility and respect, they submitted to him. That is what true worship looks like. Hey, thanks for listening. God bless you, and Merry Christmas.